Nikola Tesla's terrifying predictions 90 years ago are now revealed in old documents. Old documents have just shown that Nikola Tesla made a scary prediction about the future. Many of the most significant discoveries we celebrate today were predicted long ago, even before the best-known inventors of today were born. Nikola Tesla was made fun of and even thought to be crazy. But who could have thought that his predictions would be so popular today? Nikola Tesla was a Serbian-American inventor and engineer. He came up with and got a patent for the rotating magnetic field, which is the basis for most technology that uses alternating current. He also came up with a three-phase system for sending electric power. In 1884, he moved to the United States and sold the patent rights to his system of alternating current dynamos, transformers, and motors to George Westinghouse. In 1891, the famous Tesla coil was made, an induction coil widely used in radio technology. As Tesla got older, he became incredibly smart and creative. When Tesla was old enough, he went to school to become an electrician. He attended Austria's Technical University in Graz and the University of Prague. At Graz, he saw the ground dynamo for the first time. It was a generator that could be turned around to make an electric motor. As brilliant as he was, he devised a way to move it forward by using alternating currents. After some time in Budapest, he thought about controlling the rotating magnetic field and developing plans for an induction motor. This was his initial step toward using alternating current to make money for his many ideas and innovations. In 1882, Tesla went to Paris to work for a Continental Edison company. In 1883, he made his first induction motor. In 1884, he set sail for America and arrived in New York with only 4 cents, some poems, and plans for a flying machine. Thomas Edison was the initial place he worked, but the two inventors came from different places and used various methodologies, so they went their separate ways. Even presently, the name Tesla makes people think of things that seem scary, unrealistic, too costly, or too elegant for mass production and use. Now that we know what Nikola Tesla's life was like, we can look at his scary predictions one by one. You'll probably find 6 shocking, so watch the video till the end. Number 1. World Wide Web. He was sure that one day, wireless technology would enable to send phone signals, files, music, and video all around the globe, even though he never managed to do this in his entire life. His statement was true when the World Wide Web and cell phones were made in the early 1990s. In an interview with Collier's magazine in 1926, Tesla made a further potent prediction about the coming years. Constructing on his idea of new tech that could send pictures, music, and even video worldwide, he came up with the term vest pocket technology and may have thought of the mobile phone almost 100 years before it was actually made. Number 2. Social and political liberation of women. In an interview with Collier called When Woman is Boss, he also said women would someday use wireless technology to get better jobs and higher education and become the dominant sex. It's clear that women are now taking the initiative in technology around the world. Marissa Mayer, the CEO of Yahoo, and Sheryl Sandberg, who was once the chief operating officer of Facebook, are great examples. Women also use technology to draw attention to international issues and movements. Number 3. Drones. In 1898, Tesla drew a wireless teleautomation that a remote could govern. Most people today would call this a remote-controlled toy boat. He used the potential of wireless communication, robotics, and logic gates. The ironic part was that many individuals believed a small monkey inside was running it. He thought that the machines that could be run from a distance would be useful one day. He wasn't too far off from how drone technology has changed over the past few years. Number 4. Wireless technology. You may already know that it was his main interest. This was proven even more when the electric car company gave it its name, Nikola Tesla. He said that the power available controls the progress of the whole human race. He meant that he thought a free electricity supply would help poor people who don't have enough resources. In 1901, he started building Wardenclyffe, a wireless communication tower on the east coast of the United States that would send energy across the Atlantic. The work was never done. Number 5. Autopilot and self-driving cars. Nikola Tesla saw this coming and told people about it. Even though no one liked it, he did it anyway. He was called crazy, just like a lot of his other predictions. It only took 118 years to make it happen, with the help of his namesake company and Elon Musk, another big-time innovator. Number 6. MRI. In 1933, when he was just 7, he thought the MRI camera was a great idea. In an interview, he enhanced some concepts that seemed strange. In modern terms, this discovery would be closer to an MRI that can perform some of the things Tesla talks about here. I expect to be able to take pictures of people's thoughts in 1893. While doing some research, I became sure that a clear image formed in the mind must produce a similar picture on the retina, which is the right equipment could read. Now, if it's correct that the thought creates an image on the retina, the image can then be shown on a screen using any common ways to do so. If this can be done well, the things a person imagines will show up clearly on the screen as they come into being. And because of this way, the person's every thought could be read. Then, our thoughts would be like open books. Number 7. Religion and ethics. Nikola Tesla also said that Buddhism and Christianity will be the two main religions of the world in the 21st century. Until the year 2100, we'll see eugenics become the norm everywhere, Tesla said, adding that no one who isn't a good parent should be allowed to have children. Sanitation and physical culture will be taught for free in schools and government offices. In the President of the United States cabinet in 2025, the Secretary of Hygiene and Physical Culture will be much more valuable than the War Secretary. Along with poor personal hygiene, Tesla thought that pollution was a social problem that needed to be controlled. Because I'm sure that in 100 years, coffee, tea, and tobacco will no longer be used. Alcohol will continue to be used. It's not a stimulant, it's a real boost to your life. He said there will be sufficient wheat and wheat products to feed everyone in the world, even China and India, which have a lot of people. Number 8. Reforestation and natural resources. Systemic reforestation and scientific management of natural resources will have put a stop to all water shortages, wildfires, and floods that cause a lot of damage long ahead of the next century. Every home will have cheap power if water is used everywhere and its energy is sent over long distances. Along with this optimistic prediction, Tesla thought that the struggle for survival would get easier and that progress would be based on ideas rather than things. Nikola Tesla, who's 86 years old, was found dead in his hotel room. Even though he was well known and helped make new tech what it is today, he died poor. But don't get the wrong idea, he was poor because his brilliance wasn't driven by money. He wanted to make the world a better place than he found it. Nikola Tesla made a long list of predictions, but the ones we've listed above are the scariest. So we're putting them on our list today. Is there anything interesting that we missed? Tell us in the comments, and we'll add them to a future video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to discover more and more. Also, if you like our videos, kindly consider becoming a member to enjoy some amazing perks. That way, you will also support us and help us continue to make more such videos. Thank you.